Hello and welcome to our podcast. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of conversational AI, specifically exploring an exciting framework called Chainlit by Literal AI. If you've ever thought about building your own conversational applications, you're in for a treat. So let's start with what Chainlit actually is. Imagine you're a developer, maybe you're even new to the field, but you have a brilliant idea for a chatbot or an AI assistant. You might think it would take weeks or even months to turn that concept into a working application. Well, that's where Chainlit comes in. It's an open-source async Python framework that allows you to build scalable conversational AI applications in just a matter of minutes. How cool is that, right? Now to kick things off, let's talk about installation. If you want to get started, all you really need to do is open up your terminal and run a simple command. Just type pip install Chainlit, and voila. And if you run Chainlit hello, it opens a friendly little app right in your browser. But what if you want the latest and greatest version? You can grab it straight from GitHub. It's as easy as running another command. But just a heads up, you'll need Node and PNPM installed on your system. So if you don't have those yet, that might be your first step. Now let's get into the fun part, creating your first Chainlit app. Picture this, you're writing a Python script, and with just a few lines of code, you can create a tool that responds to user messages. In fact, you can create a simple file called demo.py, and with the right code snippet, you'll have an app that processes messages in real time. You could think of it as crafting a bridge between your users and your system. During the setup process, you define a step, say a tool, that simulates some processing. And then, every time a user sends a message through the app, it triggers another function to handle the input and return a response. How fascinating is it that with just a bit of code, you're creating a dynamic experience for users? It's like having a digital conversation partner. Speaking of conversations, this framework allows for integration with various tools and services. Think OpenAI, LangChain, and even databases like Pinecone. That flexibility really opens the door for creativity. What possibilities come to mind when you consider how you could combine these technologies? And let's touch on something very important, community contribution. Chainlit thrives on collaboration. Because it's open source, developers are encouraged to pitch in, whether it's through adding new features or improving the documentation. It's like a collective brain trust, always evolving to meet the changing landscape of AI development. Before we wrap up our discussion, let's reflect on this. As conversational AI continues to grow, tools like Chainlit not only simplify the technical hurdles, but also empower anyone with a creative idea to make it a reality. Imagine a world where sharing knowledge and ideas becomes even easier thanks to these tools. What could you see yourself creating? As we close, remember that the landscape of AI and conversational tools is only just beginning to unfold. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, the community around Chainlit is here to support you. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to explore the opportunities that Chainlit presents. Who knows, you might just create the next big thing in conversational AI. Until next time, keep imagining, keep coding, and keep engaging.